What's good, y'all? So I want to share with y'all a quick manifestation success story, all right? And what I've come to realize is that it's always the super small, seemingly insignificant manifestations that always have the biggest impact on my life. Like it's always the small things with the most profound impact. It's always the small manifestations that like give you that build up on your trusting of the universal law before you fully just let go into it. Like it's like the little manifestations that just appear like boop, 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 successful manifestation here, 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 here. It's like those are the ones that help you, like especially new people, like build the faith in this practice called, conscious manifestation, utilizing universal law to make the world that you want, right? But so let me just get into the story real quick. So this is an example of seeing something complete in your mind and completely letting it go, right? So like I said, I'm out here in the middle of nowhere, Wyoming. And in the last week, it was extremely windy. Like every day it was windy. So while I'm out here for work, and you travel for work, for those of you that don't know, you have a per diem, which means you can get your food, gas, and then you just get reimbursed after it. Some people just get paid out their per diem, and certain projects are a little bit different. Nevertheless, we have to have our receipts, right? So then we scan it, upload it to the server, and then we get reimbursed what the receipt said, right? Makes sense. That's the point of having a receipt. But then as I was sitting up here where I'm currently sitting right now, like I was getting something had fallen under one of my other seats. So like I opened my door and I went to stretch out and get it. And as I opened the door, I saw the receipt that I hadn't yet logged fly out the window. And then I remember exactly how much that one costed. That one was for gas, and it was $66.67. That's very easy to remember. But that's damn near $70. I'm like, hey, yo, hold up, Mike. I just saw $70 fly out the window. We can't have that. You feel me? So we can't have that. So what I did was I was like, all right, well, this would be a very good moment to manifest this, because this seems to be way out of my control. And I have no clue where that little piece of paper went on all this grassland out here. So I was like, you know what? If there's a will, there's a way. And so all I did was hear myself and the guy I'm working with, like having a joke saying like, oh, you found your receipt. That's all I did. Like I heard it. I assumed it to be true. And I didn't think about it ever again. Day and a half, almost 2 days later, I'm sitting up here again, because this is usually where I go. You can get the best cell service up here. And like I was looking down and I saw the guy I was working with, like I saw him bend over and pick up a piece of paper. And I was like, wouldn't that be some shit if that was my receipt? That would be crazy. But what are the chances? No, that can't be it, because I've been by there a couple thousand times and I never saw that piece of paper. So like, whatever. So I just went about my business, whatever. So then it was time for me to actually do what I had to do. And then when I went down there, he met up with me down there. And like, I was like, yo, what's up? He said, hey, I heard you were missing a gas receipt. I was like, sir, $66.67. And he was like, that would be the one. Here you go. And he was like, dude, how the hell did we find that out here? It's been gusting out here. It's been raining out here. We've had hail showers out here. And somehow this piece of paper just manages to find its way right here. And in the back of my head, I was just sitting here like, something like that. It's like, and like I say, it's little stories like that. Mind you, like if you had to get the scientists out here to get the probability of me finding a paper half the size of this one, like pretty much where that first bend is, and all of this, like all of the, I tried to show y'all that, but y'all know where I'm at, like, and all that grassland, like what are the chances? That's a needle in the haystack. But when you sit back and you trust universal law, when you trust the law of attraction, when you trust your universe, your God, Buddha, Allah, whoever it is that you pray to, your angels, whoever, things just happen. And they happen so often, like you say, you put your mind towards this, your mind towards that. Then you just be like, wait, it keeps happening. Like I saw it in my mind. And sometimes I keep feeding it energy. Sometimes I just let things go. That's like, the two different camps of manifestation, and either way, they tend to keep happening. If I believe them to be happening, if I believe them to coming into fruition, coming into physical reality every single day, it just seems like at some point it always does. If it be long, then wait, for it is sure, and it will not be late. That's Neville's way of saying that it happens in perfect time. It happens in divine timing. Some things, a day and a half. Like me finding $70 essentially on the ground. In the middle of a field nowhere, I found my $70 slip. But that could be done for anything, because if that worked, what else will work? And then that's when people start to manifest everything else in their world. Okay, I'm gonna start off with this. Like, I gave y'all the free guacamole story way back when. Okay, well, let's manifest this. Oh, wow, that worked too. Let's manifest. Wow, that worked too. Then, like, some of them take years to come into fruition. But then when they do, it just felt like you always will have that thought, like, dang, like, it's like I wouldn't have had it happen any other way, because I've learned so much that prepared me for this moment. So I'm ready now. I still see myself in front of audiences. It doesn't have to be nothing big. It doesn't have to be stand-up, like blockbusters, sellout, Netflix special, comedic stand-up, comedy stuff. But like, as I always see myself in front of groups of people and they're listening to what I have to say. Don't get me wrong. I'm not accepting teacher. Yeah, I am by no means a teacher. I'm in the same classroom as y'all. It's just a couple of these classes I took last year. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just a TA. I'm just helping some of y'all out. Hey, yo, he's gonna throw a curveball on that third exam. So like, be careful with that one. Yeah. But I'm just sharing what I know, and I'm sharing what I'm experiencing. Tell me how that receipt popped up. Tell me how it's like I manifested, like 2 days straight. I did an experiment last week. I almost forgot about this. Last week I did an experiment for a full week, and there was two days out of that week I consciously said that there's going to be an available parking spot at the front of the hotel, right? Because every single day I come in, I'm like, yo, I'm tired of driving all the way around, and then they have the free cookies in the front, so I have to walk all the way back up to the front. I'm tired at the end of the day. I'm trying to go from my truck up to my room, to my shower, to my bed. Game over, But then the first 2 days, I was like, damn, ain't never a spot out here. Okay, let's see if we can manifest it. So all I did for manifesting like available parking spots was I just imagined myself, being happy that I was able to back in to the spot at the front of the hotel. It's very simple stuff. You don't need nothing crazy, So then that's just what I did. So the first 2 days they were booked up from the all the spots were full, and I had to park at the back of the hotel. Then the morning of the third day, I just saw myself. I was like, you know what? I'm getting me a damn parking spot today at the front. And then so I just imagined myself, boom, boom, boom. I imagined myself, going in reverse, looking at my camera, getting into the spot. I saw the little railings that are in the front, just for decoration and stuff. It's like I saw those, and I'm getting closer and closer to them. Boom, done. So then, I go through my day by bing, bada, boom. And y'all know how this story turns out. There were 2 spots available on that particular day. But I was like, you know what? We're going to ride this out for the rest of the week. So then the next 2 days, like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, there were spots every single day. Now I had to work on this, work through the 10-day shift. So Saturday and Sunday, I didn't go through this practice in my head. And it's just ironically, when I didn't put the practice in my head that said that there's going to be a spot available for me today, all of them were booked up again, And so when there's a will, there's a way. And there's always a way greater than ways that we are conscious of. All you have to do to stop your manifestations from getting stumped in the spiritual machine up there is get out of the way. Get out of the way. Because no matter what you believe in, I always try to cover my bases, whether you think we're stardust, the universe, God, Buddha, Allah, angels, whatever. Whoever it is that you think is assisting you, whether you're your higher self, whatever, whoever you think is assisting you is the same you or the same entities that helped create the world as we know it. The world, the universes, the solar systems, and you think that you need to help it get out of its way and let it flow. Let it just flow through you. Hey, let me just open this door so someone's going to walk in, right? That shows that you don't have faith that it's already here. If it was already here, why would you be trying to open the door for things? Why would you be, just go about your life. Keep trying to manifest other things. Manifest other things while waiting for your big manifestation, quote, quote. I honestly think we shouldn't have big manifestations, and we can talk about that a little bit later. But nevertheless, it's like when you're manifesting one thing, manifest 12 other things and just go on a manifestation spree, because then you get into the law of probabilities. One of them's got to hit, right? So keep on going. And then when you get one, that should give you more faith in the other ones, and then after a while, you're just going to see something in your mind. You're like, yeah, I could go for that. So be it. It is done. That's how I see in all of mine. So be it. It is done. Or I just go with it is done. And I go about my business. you know. So I just wanted to share that quick story with you. I guess in this one there's 2 manifestations: getting a good parking spot and finding my receipt on the ground. You know, feel free to ask any questions. If you want to learn a little bit more about manifestation, feel free to ask. It's like, that's what I'm here for. Till the next one. Peace.